Welcome, friends! If you're new to the channel, my name is Lauren. I am the quilter, artist, and designer behind Garden Girl Studio. And today, I want to share with you a day in the life of a small business owner. I'm going to take you with me for all of my adventures today. We are starting off. I'm about to drive to a local botanical garden where they have some walking trails. We're meeting with a friend. We're going to start the day off with a little bit of movement. So it's a beautiful trail. I'll get some pictures and some video along the way, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the rest of our day. We have a lot going on this week. I have 2 markets that I'm preparing for this weekend, so we're going to be doing some market prep while we are out for our walk. There's also a local farmer's market nearby that I want to check out to see if it's something that I might want to consider for the future. So we're going to go swing by the farmer's market. I have a number of meetings. I have clients I need to get back to. Basically, we need to just keep up with this day. But without further ado, let's head out to the walking trail. We just finished our walk. I definitely need to fix my hair, but we're headed right now to the farmer's market. My goals are to see what the traffic is like. I know usually this area, it is my ideal customer, so I'm hoping that this market is still my people, my crew. So we're gonna check it out. I just kind of want to feel out how many crafters there are versus fresh produce. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go check it out. Okay, I just finished touring the farmer's market. It is a beautiful day out. Oh, my Atlanta. I got a fruit bowl from Bowl Boss. Yeah, I had to think about that. I'm so excited. It's going to be so delicious. I'm saving it for my Zoom meeting, which I've got to drive home to right now. We're going to be cutting it tight, but I've got a Zoom call with Stacy, my friend Stacy from Stacy Creates Stuff. We are planning fun things coming up in July, so we're trying to just make sure we're organized and ready to go. It's going to be, I don't want to say a surprise, but I'm not sure when our launch date is to let you know exactly what it is, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you stay in the loop. But we're going to have fun. I'll give you a little hint. We're going to have fun craft projects, sewing projects, organizational things if you're a crafter. So you're going to want to stay tuned for July. We're going to have fun things coming your way. My takeaways from this market are it's really good. Okay, first of all, it was busy. Crowd is wonderful. I saw some of my friends there. I saw my friend Maria. She has a gelato business that's amazing. She literally learned how to make gelato in Italy. I got to chat with her for a couple minutes, but it was busy, so we didn't get to chat for very long because I don't want to take away her time. But I think it's really good for food vendors. So anyone with fresh produce, fresh mushrooms, even dried mushrooms, herbs, soaps, produce type products, I think it's a good opportunity. Crafter booths seemed quieter, so I don't think it's necessarily going to be a good fit for me, but I think if you are a food vendor or if you have those soaps or shampoo type things, maybe not shampoo, there was shampoo bar soaps there. Those types of products seem to be doing very well, but I'm just not sure it's going to be a good fit for me personally. I think we're going to stick with the one-off festivals, craft markets, artisan events, because I think then people will be coming for craftable things. So that's my takeaway. Okay, we got to go run and meet Stacy now, so let's head on out. I just finished up my meeting with Stacy. I think at this point I can share with you that we are going to be doing a crafting series, a Christmas in July crafting series. A lot of our projects are going to be good, fun projects, both for Christmas, but also for every day. So it's going to be coming up again, starting in July. We just penciled in all of our dates to make sure that we're on the same page for the schedule. So keep in touch because I will be dropping the calendar so you can see there's going to be different types of crafts, paper crafts, sewing crafts, how to stay organized, giftables, decorations. So if you want to, depending on what you're interested in, you're probably going to want to follow along. We've designated certain days of the week to be different categories of crafting so that if you just are really into embroidery, you know that you can pick that day of the week to just go check out embroidery videos. So once that calendar is released, I'll be sure to let you know. You will have it. I will post it up in the discussions. I think it's called discussions here on YouTube, but I'll also post on my social media, and I'm going to make a blog post on my website as soon as it's ready. So that's coming soon. So get excited for that. In the meantime, I need to make a social media post because I have 2 markets this weekend, like I mentioned. And the way that I like to divide up my day as a business owner is I like to kind of block my day. So usually marketing posts I like to do in bulk, but quite frankly, I am busy. And as much as the ideal would be for me to do everything all at the same time, it just doesn't always happen. So I'm going to try to get a post up for today. And I think I want to schedule a post for tomorrow. And then I'm going to make some more earrings and jewelry. I've started, let me show you. So I'm just getting into starting to do embroidered jewelry. So like these are little, they're hard to see, but little moonscape earrings. There's a learning curve because getting the embroidery to fit nicely into the bezel is a trick. I'm going to make some more because experimenting is good, and I want a few more sets for markets because I think that they'd be a nice, I haven't seen anyone locally that makes embroidered jewelry, so I think this would be a nice little addition. And then I also want to, so for our marketing post, so I'm going to make the jewelry after the marketing post, but for the marketing post, I got in new bags that I'm dying to show you. So let me show you those. And I've been dying for them to come in. They finally arrived. Adam up at the Copper Easel, my local art gallery, said he's hyped for them, but they're essentially Be Kind bags, which is just in time for Pride Month. This is my lettering. This is not a font. I did this lettering. I'm so proud of me because like lettering's not like my strongest suit, or hasn't been in the past, but it's coming along. Look how cute the Be Kind is. And then I have a nice floral pattern. These are makeup bags. They're actually pretty cool. They are lined with denim, which I think is kind of awesome. They have this nice inner pocket. Actually, I have 2 inner pockets. So like down the center, which is kind of nice because then it divides up the bag. Anyways, these are really nice. And then I have one in case, I don't know, in case people don't feel like being kind. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be kind, but I have ones with just the florals on them. So, and these are nice. They were just folded up for packed up for my craft shows, but they do stand up nice. So like they can stand up on their own. Right now they want to collapse down because I've had them folded, but yeah, so just floral. And then I have a market tote. Check this out. How cute, right? Okay. I'm hyped about this. It's big. It's lined. It's not just like a regular tote. It's actually really nicely lined. And there are inner pockets on the sides here and even a zippered pocket. Yeah, so I'm super excited about these totes. They finally arrived just in time for markets and for Pride Month. So we are going to be bringing them to our markets this weekend, and I want to show them off. I dropped some off at the art gallery at the Copper Easel. So I want to make a posting saying that we've dropped some off so that anyone who likes bright, colorful, vibrant, Be Kind gear can enjoy them. So without further ado, let's jump in and get some marketing done. Social media complete. I want to spend the rest of the afternoon working on making some market product. It's Thursday. Today is Thursday. I know I'm releasing this on Sunday. I'm going to be at a market on Sunday. I'm going to be at a market on Saturday, so I'm getting this video done a little bit early. I like to Friday is the day before my Saturday market, obviously. I like to take the day before the market. I don't like leaving last minute product making for Friday. If I have extra time, and I feel like crafting, because who doesn't love crafting, then I will. But generally I leave Friday for packing, making sure that I'm on the same page. My dad's assisting me this weekend. Yay, Dad, it's going to be Father's Day, and he's like the best dad ever, and he's helping me. Best dad ever. So I'm going to make sure that he is ready, that he has anything he might need. I also like to make sure that any product I have made throughout the week, because usually the week before markets, I am making extra product, that it's inventoried, tagged, priced. I like everything to have prices so that I'm ready to go. But I usually do that the day before just so that I'm not flustered the morning of setting up the market. And yeah, and then if I have any extra time, maybe I'll produce a little bit more product, but I don't want to stress about it. Again, working on that mental health and balance thing, so we're working through it. But right now we're gonna go and make more jewelry. Yay, jewelry. But I feel sticky from my walk in the forest. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up because as a creative person, I don't know about you, but like, I just want to be as comfortable as possible, especially since this is like a new technique that I'm trying with embroidery. Like, it's uncomfortable enough trying something new and different and exciting, and I'm loving how it's coming out, but I don't want to also feel uncomfortable in my skin. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up. So I'm gonna have a whole new look, whole new outfit, but it's the same day, so that I can get as comfortable as possible to create. And then I'm gonna take you along on the messy process, because I'm a messy embellisher. I am. And I'm gonna let you see my full table. It's not gonna be like Instagrammable. It's gonna be apparently YouTubeable, but like, it's messy, because when I'm creating something new, I'm just like, okay, pick a color scheme. Okay, grab embellishments, grab new threads. What about this floss? How about those beads? No, I think I want these beads. So I have lots of piles of crafty things that I will eventually have to clean up. But for right now, my creative process is like, here's all the pretty sparkly things all in a pile, and let's just create and let ourselves explore. So gonna get cleaned up, then gonna go work in a mess of crafting supplies to make a few more new things. So let's do it. I'll see you in just a couple minutes. Whole new person. Here we go. Okay, I'm back. I'm like a whole new person. Do I look like a new person? Probably not. It's actually like the same tank top but in a different color, but it's comfy. But now I am not sticky from walking through a forest this morning. Okay, so yesterday when I was working on these jewelry bits, I was working with a very small hoop, which is easier to grip, but I'm feeling ambitious today. We're going for a bigger hoop. And we're gonna load up our embroidery hoop. This might be too big. I might be overcommitting right now, but go big or go home, I think my husband says, so we're going big. Usually when I'm working, I'll turn on like YouTube or a podcast or an audiobook. But today we get to chit chat, at least for a little bit. Once I get going, we'll take a break and I can show you the results, but yeah, okay, so I think I'm gonna use my holder today, but we need to pick out what jewelry sizes we want. So what I'm finding is the smaller the setting, the harder it is to stitch. The bigger ones are easier because I have a little bit more room. Like I said, I'm not used to working in miniature, so that's on me. I was really hoping for more earring pieces, but I'm finding that these might be too heavy, this size. Now I'm gonna have to test how that feels on an ear, because I feel like the size isn't bad, but like the weight of this, I think they call them bezels, is a little heavy, but it's a nice size to embroider. So we might do a couple of those. This smaller size worked out okay yesterday, but it's not as deep, so it's harder to get the embroidery to stay in there. Although, let me tell you, this glue, whoo, it holds, y'all. First time using that glue, but it is doing things. Okay, so these don't feel too heavy. These feel a little bit lighter. I feel like this would be cute. Okay, we'll try a couple of these. I really should be sticking with all the same size. It's a lot more efficient if I just do all of the same size thing. But what fun would that be? Okay, those are teeny. I'm gonna save all these little teeny ones. Let's do some of these more circles. We like the circles. It's so tough because I want to do something that's like unique and original and my style, but I'm also learning how to stitch this small. So I feel like not being as original as I want to be, or maybe like I'm trying too hard to be original and really I need to just be focusing on technique. I don't know. I feel like it's a delicate balancing game. So I decided to go back to my roots. I like florals. I want to be adding things like beads, but I'm learning that you can only put beads in certain locations because otherwise they will, you can't fold them in. underneath. So, which is, should have probably been obvious to me, but we're working through that. Also learning not to stitch too close to the edge, that it's okay to have a little bit of too much room because you don't want extra bulk underneath the embroidery. Like I said, I've been embellishing and beading and doing all this for years, but jewelry is a new like medium, so I have to learn like how the pieces and the engineering of it all, like how it all fits together, if that makes sense. Which I think is exciting. It's keeping me on my toes. The reason why I'm adding jewelry is because I think at markets it'll be a good opportunity to, what's the right phrase? I think people like jewelry and it's a little bit like an everyday use kind of situation, whereas, you know, funny hoops aren't necessarily an everyday situation, you know, that people would want every single day. So I'm trying to make some product that I think people could like really use and enjoy some amount of frequency. Okay, so I want to just give myself tiny little sketches in some of these. I know that my goal is to do some landscapes and to do some florals. So I'm just going to try to keep this really simple. We're just going to and I want like, try to keep a couple of them the same. So we'll just try to like, and I'll do a third one. And then maybe like a sun in the sky. That sun might be a little bit bigger. Okay. Over here, let's do some florals in this one. We're gonna do like big floral and then maybe do little bits here. Let's do little bits down here. Let that kind of drift up. And then I think over here, let's do like something simple. Like a couple just little lines. Okay. I've given myself a bunch of sketches. Will I get all of this done? Probably not. But I'm feeling ambitious. So I'm going to put it into my little holder and we'll see what we get through. I'll show you the results. How about that? I'm excited. I'm going to try not to dwell too much on it. I'm going to try to let myself be patient and probably turn on a good like podcast or something. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna go take a break and cook some dinner. I will probably keep working on these for the rest of the night, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to film them. So, future Lauren, if you have finished some of these, add the footage here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It was a blast chatting with you. If you'd like to keep hanging out, I'll be sure to share a video right over here. So go ahead and tap on that video if you want to keep hanging out and watching some content together. And until next time, friends, happy stitching!